Welcome to Stockton University's Class of 2021 Commencement Ceremony. Before we begin today's event, we'd like to take a moment to make a few safety announcements. Please direct your attention to the exits located at each corner of the venue. Aisleways and exit points should remain clear at all times. In the event of an emergency, please exit immediately and follow instructions from the staff. If you would require assistance evacuating, please identify yourself to an usher. We would also like to remind you that smoking is prohibited in all university buildings and venues. Smoking is only permitted in designated smoking gazebos. For everyone's safety, please remember to mask up, back up, and wash up. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. We hope you enjoy the ceremony.
Good morning. Welcome to Stockton University's 2021 Commencement Ceremony for the School of Social and Behavioral Sciences. What a wonderful day. I'm Dr. Marissa Levy, Dean of the School of Social and Behavioral Sciences. Our first priority today and every day is to provide a safe environment for our community. To do so, please remember to follow our 4 simple rules throughout today's event. Mask up, back up, wash up, and vax up. Thank you. Would everyone please rise for the national anthem performed by Dr. Neil Aronson, Professor of Physics.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It is now my pleasure to introduce the platform party. They will stand and remain standing as their names are called. Please hold your applause until I complete the introductions. Representing the Stockton University Board of Trustees is Dr. Nancy Davis, Professor Emerita of Pathology. Distinguished members of the platform party also include Dr. Harvey Kesselman, President of Stockton University, Dr. Susan Davenport, Interim Provost and Executive Vice President, Ellen Bailey, Deputy General Counsel, Dr. Mark Berg, Associate Professor of Psychology, and Ms. Miriam Eskander, candidate for the Bachelor of Arts in Political Science. Thank you all for your service to Stockton and higher education in New Jersey. Platform party may be seated. They already are. It is now my distinct pleasure to ask Dr. Nancy Davis, an esteemed member of Stockton University Board of Trustees, to come to the podium to offer her welcoming remarks.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Nancy Davis, and I have the honor of serving on the Stockton University Board of Trustees, and I consider it a great honor, and I'm honored to be here today. You have demonstrated great commitment in earning your degree at Stockton. This dedication will serve you well in the next chapter of your life, with your job, community service, or advanced studies. Having been a professor for 41 years, I've seen so many students succeed. They get back to me. It's such a great reward, and I expect all of you to go out and do great things. I welcome you to our community of over 58,000 Stockton Osprey alumni, representing Stockton throughout the entire United States and beyond. I encourage you to remain involved with Stockton and take full advantages of the program's activities that are offered to alumni. Congratulations from the Board of Trustees and the entire Stockton community. Please welcome Miriam Eskander, candidate for the Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, to the podium to address the class of 2021. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kesselman, members of the Board of Trustees, and everyone else who's made it possible for us to come together today. I want to begin by acknowledging that this has been an incredibly challenging year for many of us, as our nation grapples with the pandemic and a much-needed reckoning for social justice. And yet, despite the challenges of the past year, we've all made it here today. As I reflect on my time at Stockton, I remember walking through the campus center doors and sitting down in my very first class like it was yesterday. and I remember feeling absolutely terrified. As a lifelong introvert, I never expected to be up here today. The most valuable lesson that I will take with me is the importance of creating safe spaces. My time at Stockton was the first time that I got to decide and express who I am. Up until then, it felt like other people decided that for me. Whether it was my religion, immigration status, the language I spoke or didn't speak, and so on, I always felt confined by labels that I had no role in choosing. But Stockton felt different. It felt like the first place where I was celebrated and not merely tolerated. As we move on to the next stage of our lives, I hope that we all try to do the same, to create safe spaces and see each other's humanity before any labels. If the past years taught us anything, it is that it's on us to listen, learn, and elevate each other's voices. And creating safe spaces also includes yourself. I was very proud of my initial academic success. In the past, people had treated me unfairly, and I thought that I was going to prove them wrong. However, that quickly changed the fall semester of my junior year when I bombed the first essay of the semester, and I was crushed. I questioned whether they were right and whether my professor would still see me as a good student. I remember crying my heart out to Heather, my supervisor at the Center for Community Engagement, before she recommended that I get some lunch. After all, being hungry never helped anyone. I soon realized that I was still giving people who had hurt me power over my life. As it turned out, my professor still recognized my hard work and even helped me with my writing. But more than a writing lesson, this failure taught me that I had nothing to prove to anyone. I needed to learn that I was good enough for my dreams, and their thoughts are powerful. When we narrowly define ourselves, we limit our potential. As we leave here today, and many of us start careers, graduate school, or journey along other paths, I challenge you to challenge your perceived limitations and to create more accepting space both for you and those around you. Before I end, I want to thank my very own superheroes, my parents, whose endless sacrifices have made it possible for me to pursue dreams that I never thought possible. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2021. It is now my honor to welcome Dr. Harvey Kesselman, President of Stockton University, to the podium to deliver the commencement address. Thank you.
It is so nice to see so many of you in person finally. Thank you for all being here. Very, very excited about this. Graduates, my fellow Ospreys, on behalf of Stockton University, I offer you a heartfelt congratulations on successfully accomplishing this major milestone in your life. We are immensely proud of you, and we celebrate your academic success, we celebrate your rite of passage, and we celebrate you. Everyone, please join me in giving the Stockton University class of 2021 a huge round of applause. Words cannot express the hope and optimism I feel when looking at our extraordinary graduates. And if there ever was a time when the world needed hope and optimism, it is now. For in the last year, you have, quite frankly, we all have, experienced challenges in our world that have baffled minds and broken hearts. But to our amazement, these same challenges have sparked new ways of thinking and generated faith in causes bigger than ourselves. Graduating from college is a daunting goal. And graduates, on top of everything else in your lives, you've had to reacquaint yourself with the meaning of the word perseverance. You had to power through when the finish line looked so distant. You've had to stand firm, resilient in your efforts to complete this portion of your academic journey, which was no easy feat. But like most resilient people, You understood that the only way to get through it is to go through it, regardless of the rocky terrain. The test of perseverance and resilience was perhaps best described by Grammy Award winner Cardi B. Yes, I said Cardi B. When she said, "Knock me down 9 times, but I get up 10. Now, I know you're probably thinking, well, really? I thought he would be more of a Billy Joel type of guy, and you would be correct. But on this topic, she absolutely nailed it. And because you've embraced, each and every one of you embrace the essence of perseverance and resilience in a time that some describe as the perfect storm, a pandemic, racial and social injustice and unrest, and a global economic crisis, you've accomplished something that very few people could do. You stayed the course and you finished. What an incredible achievement. And herein lies my hope and my optimism. It lies with you, the graduates of the School of Arts and Humanities. You will create meaningful societal change through artistic expression. It lies with you, our graduates of the School of Business. You will create opportunities to stimulate and produce economic growth. It lies with you, our graduates of the School of Education. You will be dynamic educators who respect and recognize the potential in each and every student. It lies with you, our graduates of the School of General Studies. You will harness your interdisciplinary knowledge to lead, to shape, and to strengthen our communities. It lies with you, our graduates of the School of Health Sciences. You will manage the huge demands of today's enormous healthcare challenges and play critical roles in improving our community's health and welfare. It lies with you, our graduates of the School of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. You will optimize alternative energies that will afford a greener way of life for generations to come. And it lies with you, our graduates of the School of Social and Behavioral Sciences. You will delve into the challenges of our criminal justice and political systems, reimagine institutional structures, and create better systems. It lies in all of you and your incredible Osprey spirit. Simply put, my hope and optimism lie in you. But before you turn your tassels in a few seconds and go off to celebrate with friends and family, I want to leave you with a word of advice, and that is keep learning. Why? Author Roberta Bogany explained it best when she said, when you stop learning, you stop growing. And when you stop growing, you stop living. It really is just that simple. Keep learning. Don't make this academic milestone the last mile you walk in your pursuit of knowledge. Personally, I strive to learn something new every day. Take the word lit, L-I-T. Just last week, I was talking to a student who said his class was lit. So naturally, I assumed he was talking about his literature class and asked, so what's your favorite reading this semester? Then, after he stopped laughing, he explained to me that he meant the class was really, really exciting. I had no idea what that term meant. But in any case, never stop learning. Why? Because learning begets growing, growing in knowledge, growing as a compassionate person, growing as a global citizen, ready to engage the world and meet the many challenges still ahead of us, and most importantly, growing as a human being. Likewise, as you learn and grow, remember to keep living. Don't get so caught up in making a living that you forget how to actually live, living out your passions, living out your dreams. Experience this gift called life to the very fullest. Leave nothing on the table and no stone unturned, because if this past year has taught us anything at all, it has taught us to take nothing for granted. To paraphrase so many others, in the end, it won't be the years in your life that count. It'll be the life in your years that matter. So once again, congratulations, class of 2021. It's been lit. It's now my distinct pleasure to invite Dr. Susan Davenport to the podium, for the degree conferral. Susan.
Thank you, President Kesselman. We will now begin the presentation of candidates for degrees. Please note, a professional photographer We'll take photographs of the students as they walk across the stage. Proofs of these pictures will be sent to the candidates. The ceremony is also being recorded, and copies may be ordered by visiting Stockton's commencement webpage. We ask that all guests remain in their seats while taking pictures. Will the graduating class of 2021 please rise? Dr. Kesselman, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates assembled here have qualified in all respects for their degrees by successfully completing curricula offered by Stockton University. The faculty recommended that these candidates be awarded appropriate degrees in recognition of their academic accomplishments.
Members of the graduating class of 2021 who have successfully completed all the requirements for graduation based on the approval of the faculty and the authority vested in me by the state of New Jersey and the Stockton University Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree with all the honors, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Graduates, you may now switch your tassels. Please be seated.
We are now privileged to present the new graduates. We ask that you process across the stage when your name is called. In light of current health guidelines, we will not be shaking hands. Graduates, when you exit the stage, please honor your fellow graduates and promptly return to your seats. Would the graduates from the School of Social and Behavioral Sciences please come forward? Reading the names is Dr. Mark Berg, Associate Professor of Psychology.
Miriam Eskandar. Caitlin Andrews. Roshika Faulkner. Alyssa Fitzpatrick. Alexa Goldberg. Emily Jones. Amanda Romiser. Jennifer Varga. Evan Giannini. Jonathan Grant. Jesse Agan. Brianna Alfieri. Tatiana Alston. Jose Amparo. Tyra Arias. Raquel Armendaris. Bobby Bites. Justina Belloci. Taylor Benz. Brandon Bess. Emily Boone. Xavier Dennis. Katrina Schaud. Devin Boyle. Carly Brayerton. Claudia Bowman. Alondra Browne Lewis. Anthony Bureau. Tiana Cano. Kaya Capers. Courtney Charlton. Anthony Cipriani. Corey Cusack. Rose Delbert. Michael DeSico Jr. Rebecca Dimicino. Lorenzo Donohue. Lauren Dunham. Brooke DuPont. Ashley Emmel. Vincent Escher. James Faulkner Jr. John Foley. William Gallagher. Danielle Graham. Michael Grana. Jordan Green. Joy Hartzig. Krista Held. John Henderson. Brian Henry. Stacy Herrerias. Alexander Hertling. Christopher Hohl Jr. Michael Hamoki. Matthew Honchak. Brandon Jackson. Paige Jardine. Alex Jasson. Maria Jimenez. Michael Joaquin. Britney Johnston. Marion Jones. Bria Ketchledge. Kiera Leslie. Christopher Lapari Pacienza. Patrick MacDonald. Samantha Mandil. Kara Mann. Skylar Marchucci. Jenna Martino. Mark Mastromonaco. Brianna McCarthy. Sarah McElroy. Megan Mecca. Jonathan Mayer. Jacob Miller. Brianna Mincolelli. Chantal Munoz-Diaz. Michelle Monteserin. Christian Moore. Hunter Morris. Summer Munson. Nicholas Naumenko. Emily Nguyen. Madison Nordelos. Geldy Nunez. Brendan O'Brien. Madison Pavo. Alexis Pelicane. William Pellissier. Jessica Peoples. Aaron Perez. Nicholas Petraglia. Savannah Phelps. Natalie Pinho. April Pittiger. Valeria Puma. Kaylee Reedy. Michaela Reese. Alexandria Romeo. Alexis Romeo. Rachel Rowan. Mariam Salib. Derek Sarupuciello. Angelique Shunk. Alexandria Shuley. Caressa Scott Miller. Samantha Smenkowski. Tanasia Smith. Andrew Snyder. Rebecca Suleiman. James Sullivan. Kyle Sweeney. Christopher Tattoli. Dominic Tedesco. Carrie Thiel. Anthony Torres. Isaiah Torres. Jalia Trochet. Brianne Vance. Nicholas Verardi. Nicole Violante. David Vo. Alana Williams. Brittany Zamartis. Taylor Zimmerman. Richard Amandeo. Nadira Anderson. Sarah Buffalo Boy. Garrett Bolton. Robert Carney Jr. Danielle Combs. Michael DeLesio. Leah Fisher. David Gibson. Lauren Graff. Aiden Hochran. Florence Holbert. Colby Jones. Grace Kennedy. Marielle Lemire. Matthew Lewis. Christopher Lopez. Ari Matlick. James Mergay. David Ortiz Nunez. Fernando Pelaez Frere. Danielle Thien. Mackenzie Williams. Kalani Plaza. Holly Butella. Jelani Gandhi. Emily Cole. Taylor Pagano.
Congratulations to all of our graduates. Can we please continue our round of applause for them all? I'd like to take a moment just to say a special word to Miriam. Miriam, you make me extremely proud to be your dean and a fellow Osprey. Thank you so much for your words today, and I hope that you all listen to them and go out and think about social justice in this world and make change. As we conclude this ceremony, yeah, she does deserve a round of applause. As we conclude this ceremony with the recessional, the platform party will leave the stage, followed by the graduates exiting the building through the doors behind me. Guests are asked to follow the graduates promptly and meet them in parking lot 5 outside the building. As you know, we are hosting 4 ceremonies today, so I ask that graduates and guests prepare to leave campus in a timely manner and continue their celebrations off campus. All of us at Stockton are proud of you and joyfully embrace you as graduates and lifelong members of the Stockton family. Go Ospreys! Thank you for choosing Stockton and for remaining a part of the university's legacy. The recessional will begin with a rendition of Ospreys on Parade, our alma mater. This concludes our commencement ceremony. Thank you all, and enjoy the rest of your special day.
Let us travel in the footsteps of those who came before. Here on our campus in the pines, knowledge opens every door. And when we go marching out to the world beyond our Stockton, at ease with what we learn, our future has begun. Knowledge leads to knowledge, and Stockton shows the way. Oh, let us be among those for whom Stockton leads the way. Oh, let us proudly strive to be examples day by day. Knowledge leads to knowledge, and Stockton shows the way. Oh, let us be among those for whom Stockton leads the way. Oh, let us proudly strive to be examples day by day.